Hello and welcome back to Budget Beauty. This is Budget Beauty's main series. This is our weekly series where I do a look from start to finish. I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force and the face behind Budget Beauty. And this week we are not doing a theme just because I just feel like pulling some makeup together to make a look. So we don't have a color theme this week. I'll figure out something as I go along here. But I just wanted to use a couple of different things and try something. So we aren't doing like a super coordinated color theme. I do have a couple of products that I just got that I used in a buying and trying. And I've also covered in the beauty haul that I want to I want to further investigate and use to do a look. So that's what we're doing today. So let's get started. Let me see. I guess I'm gonna do my face first. All right. So we're gonna use ColourPop. This is the Pretty Fresh Set It Up primer. A lot of the stuff in this is going to be ColourPop today, so it's not a full face ColourPop episode, but this is going to be this is a ColourPop heavy centric episode. So I'm putting this is the face primer. I really like this face primer. It is like lotion. It's like putting lotion on my face. Or like moisturizing cream. It's very moisturizing, and it does get soft. It dries quickly, and so it gets soft pretty fast. I'm just putting it on my face and trying to get it all in the areas I know I'm gonna put makeup. Okay. Now, for the foundation, we're not going to use ColourPop foundation today. We're going to go back and we're going to try to use this Ruby Kisses and see if we can get some different results from it. The one time I did use it, it was fine. It really didn't act like it didn't want to go on. And I was like, but really? I kind of made that face. So it was like, okay, let's try you again at a later date. So while we are waiting for that to dry down and get situated on the skin, let's go ahead and do some primer on the eyes. I know we said we are going to focus on the face first today, but I like to do multiple things while I'm doing my face and doing my eyes. I like to have multiple fires going so we can at least try to cut down on time. All right, be a little bit more efficient. All right, now for the eyes, I'm going to use ColourPop. This is the Party Proof Primer. This is in the shade Caramel. It says it up there at the top. So, like I say, this is more like a paste. So, kind of have to squeeze it out of the tube. Hold on. I'm squeezing it out of the tube is what I'm doing here. Trying to get a little bit of it up at the top so I can just cut off from the top. Okay. So that feels like that is entirely too much primer. And it probably is. So I'm going to take some and I'm going to put some over here on the other eye real quick. And I'll come back. Take some of this excess off this right eye. Because the more you put on here, the longer it takes to dry. So, that's why I'm trying not to use a ton. And to smooth that out as much as possible. Okay. So y'all can see I have primer on my eyelids And there's that natural crease again, right there, right where I'm tapping. I have a natural, that's where my skin just creases because I have hooded eyelids. So, my makeup tends to crease in that little spot. So it's not necessarily the makeup that's like, it's not the makeup at fault because it's terrible or whatever. No, that's just how my skin works there. The folds of skin that make up a natural crease. Okay. All right, so we now have primer on. All right, putting that back on and putting that back in the kit. All right, that's a good coating. All right, so while we're waiting for that to dry, go ahead and do the under eye. This is the ColourPop Liquid BFF Liquid Liner. This is in the shade Numero Uno. This is, y'all know this is an old favorite. I just decided I was going to go back to it and pull her out the kit. So, try to get this on my under eye. It's acting like it didn't want to come out there for a second, but that's because I have not used it in a minute, so. But now once I press down and I apply, I did give it some pressure, it came out. So that should be fine on that eye. Alright, so now I'm going to do the other eye. I do like this eyeliner. It is good. Works very well. I get good performance out of it. I know some people who say it dries up real fast for them, though. Like, it dries in the tube real fast. And I'm like, okay. I can see how that would happen. I personally, it took a while for it to get to this point where it was like not wanting to be on there. All right. Let's see if I can just wipe that and add a little bit more like I want. Okay. It might just be time to let her go. Might just be time. I have had it for a minute, so a couple of months. Okay. I mean, it's there, but it's... So I'm going to take Mr. Soft Pencil Senior and go up under here and add a little bit. And I did sharpen him, so that did help. Add a little bit more back. Okay. Okay, that's a little bit better. You know, that was a little bit more filled in on that eye. This eye I gotta add a little bit over here because it's gotta catch up with that eye. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and let him go. You did good, Mr. ColourPop BFF Liquid Liner. You did good. It worked really well. So I am gonna order it again. I will order it again. I did like the performance of it when it was fresh. So, all right, face is dry. Eyes are probably dry, but we'll give the eyes just a little bit more time. So let's go in on this face. So today we're gonna use the Ruby Kisses cream foundation. This is level 9, RDF 09. Level 9, that's literally the color of it. So we'll use it. I don't know what the point of the duo. I'm not quite. I think some of this is supposed to be like, it's like a duo, and it does, like, one side is one shade and one side is the other shade, but I don't know what the point of that is. So we're gonna find out, I guess. So I am going to take a little. I have a brush, and I'm taking this and I'm gonna draw on my face. It is a little light too. Oh, that's a little concerning. It's a little concerning because it's a little light. Now the other side is lighter. I noticed. So we're gonna find out real quick just how much this does not. Now I did try. This is my second try with this, because the first try, of course, it was entirely too light. And so, yeah, I was like, this is not the right shade. I discovered that the hard way. But, I went back and bought it again, and it was fine. When I bought it again, I got the right color. And this should be the new one, because when I was putting together my kit and fixing it up, I swapped out colors and things. I swapped out the bad one for the correct color. So hopefully we did that correctly. I seem to recall buying level 7 the first time and realizing, no, this is a problem on camera. Realizing that was a problem. We're gonna see just how full, what the coverage is, if this is full coverage or what. I'm getting the vibe that this may not be the right shade for me, even still. I don't think there's no other shade, so I put this all over my face. We're gonna find out very shortly. Now I can always darken this down if I need to. I got other foundation to darken it down. All right. Let's blend her out. See what she got going on. All right, this is the Morph 103 foundation brush. Liquid foundation. And this does not necessarily act like it wants to blend. It's blending. Y'all can see it's blending, but it's acting like it don't want to blend. Now, color-wise, this does not seem to be terrible. But it also looks like I'm not putting foundation on my face at all. Which maybe that's a good thing. We're going to see, because I got some spots over here on this side. So we're going to see very shortly. I'm also avoiding underneath my eye because we're going to put concealer up underneath there. And I do not want to mix concealer and foundation. All right, well, maybe that's not terrible. I'm having to exert some effort here to blend this out, though. Yeah, it looks fine. It really does. It looks fine. And the color isn't too far off. I remember figuring out that the color, this 9 was fine once I tried it. But I'm having to vigorously blend my face here. Okay. And get up here in this forehead area. Huh. Okay. It is not as ghostly pale on me as the other one was, as the other shade was. The 7 was, because the 7 was entirely too light. Now this just makes me look slightly ashy, maybe? Just slightly. But not enough where I'm like, ooh, no, this is the wrong shade. It's a little brightening. All right, that's not terrible. Huh. All right. That's not terrible at all. And it's full coverage because it's covering these spots over here that I have right now. So I can tell that's full coverage because I really didn't use that much. Yeah, that's not bad. Huh, look at that. Okay. Oh, I gotta remember to do the side of my nose though. Because I put it over there and then didn't touch it. Okay, that is not bad at all. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's not bad. All right, concealer. I did not grab concealer beforehand off camera, so I'm gonna have to grab it here. And I'm going to use the ColourPop concealer. I just have to grab it. I'm looking in the kit to see where I stuck it. Okay. Because in a very large kit that is somewhat organized, bear with me. My kit is slightly organized. Okay. All right. Because I feel like this ColourPop one, the Pretty Fresh concealer, is going to work well with this color. Okay. So this is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer in the shade Dark 170. So I'm just applying it under my eyes in the space where I did not put foundation. All right. Let's keep that out just in case. All right. This is the Morphe 132 angled concealer brush. And I'm just going to go in here and fill in my concealer. Blend that out. Get that under eye set up. And that under eye is brighter. Look at that. I'll make sure I don't touch my under eye, where I've just put liner and spent all that time putting liner. And that was a good idea to match that with that. Now I probably could have used the Juvia's Place also, but that was a good idea to match that under eye. Okay, it's pretty decent. I like it. Okay, that's pretty nice. Wow. Let me blend this out just a little bit more. I see some spots where I kind of need to blend just a little bit. Okay. Oh, that one's good. This just this under this eye. I didn't do it very well. Okay. All right. Not bad. Now let's go ahead and put our blush on. Now we're going to try this Baby Essence Baby Got Blush yet again. We're gonna try this, and this is the shade Pinkalicious. And since this is a cream, we're going. Ooh, oh, that put a little bit too much on there. So I'm going to take that on the back of my hand, and because I squeezed it and it gave all of this plus a lot more, and so I took the excess and put it on the back of my hand. All right, so then I'm going to take my liquid cream liquid blush. We're going to take that, take it and put it on the back of my hand, take that off, and then diffuse it here. Now it's giving blush. It is. It's giving blush. I can actually see it. So by doing that, that actually worked. Okay. And it gives very subtle blush. Like I say, not everybody gonna be Juvia's Place, and I'm fine with that. All right. So I took a little bit more to do the other side and put it over here for this side. And see, it's a very subtle pink blush, and I'm pleased with that. That's about what I expect from this blush. So that's how I know that it was user error, that I wasn't getting any type of blush. Okay. So yeah, that's very, very subtle pink blush, and I'm fine with that. All right, I'm putting this back in the kit. All right, now let us set this face, and then we're gonna move to the eyes. All right, so setting this face, we can go in with the Juvia's Place. This is the Juvia's Place Silky Finishing Powder. I Am Magic Silky Finishing Powder in the shade Warm Honey. Now, I figured because my face is kind of brightened right now, a darker toned setting powder would be helpful right now. All right, so I'm just taking it and priming it in my hand, and then we're gonna set. Because this will darken down the shade. If I used a loose highlighter, loose setting powder, it would have probably brightened up my face. So, and I am going to probably come in with some powder blush when we get to that part, because now my blush is kind of gone, but I expected that, so it's not an anomaly here. Okay. Make sure I got that side. Got that side. Okay. Not bad. That actually looks really good. Okay. There's a final product there. So yeah, we definitely are going to add back some blush. I can still kind of sort of see it peeking through there, but it's it's not entirely there anymore because it's gone. All right, I'm wiping off my hand with my little cloth. All right, so let's turn our attention to the eyes, and then we'll come back and finish off with the blush. All right, for the eyes, I'm going to use Mr. Soft Pencil Senior to cut my crease. Because I want a soft black outline. And I am wearing the beehive hair, so we are going to do a pinup over the eye line. We're going to do a pinup line as soon as I get this drawn my eye correctly. Okay. Okay. Like that cut crease. Crease is cut. All right. So let me grab the black. So we're gonna go in with this. So this is, of course, the BFF Cream Gel Liner, and this is in the shade Swerve. All right, so in order to do this, I need my close mirror to see, so I can get up super close. All right, so I'm using this close mirror here, and I'm going to go over my lash line fairly close to the line. So you can see I'm starting to fill in. I drew the line, and then underneath I go in and fill in that way. Yes, I could probably use liquid liner and get a little bit more precise line, but I choose not to. What is that going on there? When I try to use liquid liner above my eyelid, it does not tend to work out very well with me. All right, I'm gonna have to twist it up a little bit more. Is what's happening here, so bear with me. All right, trying not to break the tip off, but because I sometimes get a little heavy-handed. Now this is a creamy application for me, so it's pretty decent application. And there we go. I like that. I like how that turned out. That turned out real nice. Let's see if I can get a little bit filled in on my eyelashes. And then doing the other eye. Doing this with a handheld mirror is much easier than trying to do it looking down in a mirror. Even with the magnification on that mirror. Okay, so y'all can see, and this is how I'm doing this. And I do it across. This also helps because I can get in and I can kind of sort of see where I need to be with this lighting, because there's a shadow cast on the other side of my face over here, so it always makes it very difficult to see anything. Let's see, this is the section right here. I never get close enough. Okay, all right, so that's now close enough. Okay, all right, we're gonna keep this out just in case, because we tend to be a little heavy-handed whenever we are doing work above the eye. Okay, so we are going to use a new eyeshadow today, and it is a ColourPop. I just got this in this beauty haul recently, and it is the Super Shock Shadow. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Ultra Glitter, but in the shade Frog. This is like a pink. So I want to use this and see what this does, because I got another one also in the shade Party of 5. And yes, I'm old enough to remember when that show was on TV. Nev Campbell, pre-Scream fame, and Scott Wolf on Fox. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, Party of 5. I wonder what's going on there. Are they talking about the show? So anyway, I'm going to use this shade on my eyes. We're going to see what this, because this is a pink, and I was very, very wanting to get this because I wanted to see what this pink is going to look like. So here we go. We're going in, boys. Ah, that's cute. Now on camera it don't look like much, but that's pigmented. It's kind of like a cream based eyeshadow, but also a powder. So I'm using my little tool also with the little sponge tip applicator to apply this, as opposed to doing a brush. Maybe one day I might use brushes, but for right now, these little disposable applicators are fantastic for just doing a makeup, like an eye makeup look with shadow, with powder and or cream shadow. I mean, this is cute. This is about like every other ColourPop shadow that I have that is not a shadow stick. Okay. This isn't bad. I actually kind of like it. Now, this is not Juvia's Place level of powder. Okay. Where I only need like maybe one or two dips into the powder to put it on. But this is about right for ColourPop, so I'm okay with that. This is very much a cream consistency too, like a paste, and I'm fine with that because I have some other ColourPop that's like this. All right, so I'm trying to get this on here on the other eye, and I'm kind of blocking myself here, so. And it's casting a shadow, so it's kind of hard to see. What I'm doing here on the other side of my face. It's a little hard to see. Okay. Also trying not to touch the black. This is nice. This is very nice. It's a little bit of fallout, but I haven't really gotten any fallout on my face yet. But I could see how that would be an issue down the road. But this goes on really nicely. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Kind of curious what the Party of Five. The Party of Five looks like it's gonna be a purple. So, all right. Okay. I look like somebody's 60s girl group girlfriend with the shadow on my face. Yes, full disclosure, my husband is sitting in here while I'm doing this. So, yeah, that's but now I like that clean application. That was a very clean application. It went on nicely. Not too much to clean up here at all. Not much at all. I'll do that. It's kind of well contained in the space that I put it in. So it's not terrible. Say very little fallout. That's because I just did that myself. But yeah, no, that's not bad at all. And I can kind of clean this up with Mr. Soft Pencil here. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's really pretty. The glitter, it's a nice dusting. It goes from that paste consistency to a nice dusting of powder on my eyes. So it's really nice. It looks like a very nice shadow. Nice full coverage. It's not a sheer. It's not super sheer. I mean, I can see where I could probably stand to put some more, but it's not sheer because of the formula. It's sheer because I just didn't put a ton there. Okay. So yeah, that's not bad at all. I actually really like that. Okay. Okay, ColourPop. That's cute. Alright. Okay, so eyes are finished. I did do some cleanup. I did do a little bit of cleanup, but because I just added that little bit, I'm gonna go back in and add a little bit more. Okay, on the arch. All right, so now let's worry about this mascara. Okay, so because we are fixing to, we have a lash line here, we do not need a ton of mascara. So I'm actually not going to use the primer that I thought I was going to use. Bear with me. I am going to use the Maybelline Sky High Lash Sensational Tinted Primer. I'll use that because it does give you that, but it's not nearly as much as, say, the Essence Lash Primer. Okay. Like I said, because I have this on, you're not going to see my lashes a whole lot. You're just not. Because this black pinup line is going to give it the volume part of things. So I can't even see my lashes even as I know I'm combing through them, but I can't see them. Now, if that black line wasn't there, then yeah, I could see my lashes and they'd be full, and because I'm putting the lash primer on. But okay. Let's see if I can get a little bit more. I'm twisting, not pumping. And I'm putting this primer on these lashes. So I can kind of sort of see them right now, but a little bit. Okay. And as I've learned, when I am putting on mascara, I have to pull my eye up. I have to, in order to get in them lashes and get the combing as I'm trying to do. All right. So now, for the mascara itself, we're gonna go in with a new one that I just got, and I really like it. I tried it in the buying and trying that I most recently did, and uploaded, and it is fantastic. I really like it. It's on par with Essence Lash Princess. So this is the Chic Glam 2-in-1 Lash Besties 2-in-1 mascara. That's this. So up here at the top, it's like it's a two-piece thing here. So up here at the top is the brush for the length. And down here at the bottom is the brush for the volume. Now, as y'all know, and as we like to teach here, especially because we use a lot of mascara here, the wand is what does the work. Okay, it's not the mascara necessarily, the formula of it. It is the wand that you want that is going to give you the different effects. So you can unscrew this top. This is the length part. Then I can unscrew this part, and this is the volume side. So we're going to go with volume first and then length. I like doing that. I prefer doing that. Maybe it's different if I do it the other way around, but I don't think so. All right, so this is the volume side of this. And I'm going to go through and just do a couple of quick hits. Because, like I say, the volume is already there. I mean, this is giving me more volume, but the volume was already there to start with because of that black line. That is the key to a pinup look. For people who don't wear falsies. Okay. Now, also, my lashes are kind of sparse right now, and I need to let them rest, and I will. Probably will not wear mascara throughout the week, which means I'll probably be doing a pinup line. I mean, I wear mascara regardless of whether I'm doing a pinup line or not, but just for the sake of letting them rest and regrow, I will probably not put any mascara on, and I'll just go with a pinup line to give the illusion of volume here until they grow back. I'm curious to see how this is going to work. Okay. I'm kind of getting mascara on the eyeshadow, but it'll be all right. I don't care. All right, so this is now the length side. This is the length side because this is the top piece. And I'm twisting to get some on this coat. Okay. And then I'm going through and I'm just lightly touching up. And I'm combing from root to tip. So yeah, it looks like I got a lot of lashes when I really don't. Okay. Okay. As y'all can see, it looks like I got a lot going on. I really don't. I really do not have a lot. So they look real full. I will give them that. It looks spectacularly full. Okay. So really like that She Glam Lash Besties mascara. That is pretty good. All right. So now we have finished the eyes. We're going to put on some powder blush. Let me see if I can find the powder blush that I want to use. Because I don't have any over here. Let me see. Let me grab. I think I'm going to use Juvia's Place. I think I'm going to use the Volume 5 today. So this is the Juvia's Place Volume 5 Blushed Rouge. And these are the colors. I think we're going to use this bottom color. So let me get my powder brush. Let me use this bottom color. So I'm picking it up with the brush and then tapping. Ooh, it's a lot. Shoot, that's a lot. And then I'm putting it on the other side. Over here. Because that is a lot. It's pretty intense. Okay. expecting that much. And I got a bunch down there too. So I am gonna, what I'm going to do is take it down a bit with kabuki brush. That is a lot. All right, so that's not quite as bad. All right. I could put more setting powder on top of it. That is another option also. But, and I might do that. I might do that a little bit. Just to tamp this down here, because I didn't want it all the way down there. And I got it all the way down there. Okay. All right. Okay. That's better. Okay, but y'all see that's super pigmented. Super pigmented. Holy crap, that's pigmented. I'm like, dang, Juvia's Place. Whew, you gave me my money's worth on these. They are $18. They do not play when it comes to blush, as you can see. All right, face is done. Let's talk about lip. So we're gonna start out. I don't know if I want to line my lips or not. I guess I do. I'm gonna line my lips with. Let me grab it. This is the Revlon Color Stay Longwear Lip Liner in the shade Blush. I think this is the shade Blush. Yes, Blush. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna line this and then and I top lip liner. Lip liner and lip combo. Okay. Lips are lined. I'm trying to overline all the way up to the top and then a little bit down here. Okay. I think I got this at Marshall's. And it was not expensive at all. Like $3 or something, maybe $4. Okay. Okay. So it's a blush color. All right. Now for the first coat, this is the ColourPop Hydropop lip stain in the shade Mantra. Now I could also use the Superstay Teddy Tint, but I want to use this lip stain because I don't use it as much. I bought it and it's okay. I just don't use it a whole lot. It's definitely a lip stain. Like, I would never wear this by itself. And be like expecting a gloss or something like that. And it's okay. It's very sheer on my top lip. It comes across as very sheer. And sometimes it's like sheer right here on the bottom lip. And I'm like, why though? But it's very wet going on. Oh my gosh. All right. We are going to add some Teddy tint to it. So let me get into my kit. That's Pinky Promise. That's Petal Core. This is July Forever. Okay, I want to add July Forever instead. This is the Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tint in the shade July Forever, number 35. I'm going to add this to this. Okay. All right. Now, for the top part, I'm going to add, for the top coat, we're going to add a gloss. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous Glimmer in the shade number 02 Pink Prisma. Now, I like these. These are really nice. Now, they ain't quite as glossy as, say, the Extreme Shine, but they're glossy enough. I like them. Okay. I like that. That's a nice little shimmer to it. All right. Now, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the completed look. Now we got to set the face for the final time. Go ahead. Go to this full hard set buddy of ours. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 3-Second Setting Mist. It ain't a mist. This is a whole spray. They say this is a mist. This is not a mist. This is a spray. Okay. So, this will set itself. I will not have to use a fan. And it does set in about 3 to 4 seconds, depending on how much I spray on my face. All right. Here we go. And this can is almost out, which is why we bought more in the beauty haul. It's just waiting in the kit. Whoo, this is gonna sit in just a second. So, but once it sets, it sets. This is fantastic. It absolutely sets. It does. All right. So, I am ready to put my earrings on. This looks very loud on my face in this lighting, but it's not bad. It's not a bad look. The foundation is a bit light. However, like I say, I always can darken it down. I have other ways to achieve that and do what I need to do. Okay. And these are my earrings. These are my martini glass earrings you guys have seen me wear before. And that is the completed look. So I'm going to actually take my bangs down because I had to pin my bangs back there for a second. And in order to get that forehead section. Let's get this bang section ready to go. See if I can take this last pin out. I forgot about it. Of course, it don't want to come out as I'm trying to grab it. As I'm trying to grab it. But yeah, I definitely look like somebody's 60s girl group girlfriend. Okay. And we're going to take that down. I like the look. This is cute. This wig is a bit much right now. It's being difficult. But I like how that turned out. I really do. I like how this turned out. So when I do wear this, I sometimes I do pull it back behind my ears just because it is a lot. It can be a lot. The volume is a lot on the sides. And so it does a lot. And it's like in my face too much. But yes, that's super cute. All right. So that concludes the main series, our weekly episode. Thank you for watching. I appreciate the support. Come back and see more of our series. We have 4 series. And we are up to, I think this is the 53rd episode. We have several special episodes, including our last one, which was like our Christmas photos. Please go watch. See me put together that look. I have also posted a few photos of the final look. And I will be putting our final looks for the actual photos with the Christmas tree and all of that. I'll be posting a few of those in the post section. So, we have this series, and we have the beauty haul, and we have the breakdown, and we have buying and trying. So we will be starting probably in a little bit. We will be starting our series on Bath and Body Works. So we will be introducing another series. Upcoming events, we have our family Christmas party. I have my work Christmas party. I may or may not get dressed up for that, just because it's a very informal thing. It's our formal Christmas party, but it's not like a formal event where you have to wear formal wear. Family Christmas party, yeah, I'm probably gonna do my makeup and get dressed up. And my husband will, so he's already picked out his outfit, so I am going to be matching him. And then after that we have the new year. So I will be taking a lot of time off around Christmas, because I save up my vacation throughout the year in order to do so that I have the equivalent of like 2 weeks off at Christmas. So during that time, I will be getting new posts. I will finally get to work and get posts up on the website, and I will drop a link in the post section of the channel to let you know when I have a new post up. And that will be, hopefully that will be really good. So I will start reviewing more of my makeup and delving into that. So I'm looking forward to that time off so I can do a little bit of makeup work with the kid. So thank you for watching. Look forward to those posts and look forward to more content coming in the next couple of weeks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Peace.